for talent. Thank you very much for inviting me here today. It is a delight for me to be able to be here and share things with you, because the roots of my work is that, sharing, learning with others. The majority of our work is built on social constructivism, which means learning together, your experience and mine. Our path started out with theaters in South America in the 80s, and that is where we stopped looking straight ahead of us, just at arts as for fun and for amusement, for just to be part of leisure. We've already heard in the previous speakers this morning that the artistic component is necessary in all of these structures to search for talent. Art is inherent to the human being. We're all potential artists. Not necessarily has it to do with developing an artist. If we can't be artists, mathematicians, in the sea, in the kitchen, anywhere. And that is what our work is focused on when we search for talent. Searching for talent in the sense that we have proposed as professionals to look for talent in those places where supposedly it doesn't exist, such as in prisons, psychiatric hospitals. The group that we're working with in Switzerland, Pájaros Locos, sounds very nice, but the people who are homeless, who live in homeless young people who have an artistic potential and enormous talent, not just for theatre, but also to be able to change their life path. The same as people who live in homes, free people, the schizophrenic people, immigrants, mothers, women, terminal patients. We've had the chance to work in many places in the world, and we found only one truth, and that is that everywhere there is a lot of talent which isn't used. Once deprived of freedom, I was told a truth which was so big as the Cathedral Liège. Even under rubbish there are diamonds. I didn't quite understand until I got home, and I assimilated what living in a prison meant, and then I understood it. You don't necessarily the structure where we live, maybe a social evil, or living in a certain period of time with social conflicts. They don't put an end to my talent, but it inhibits it. And I totally agree with the previous presentation that the majority of society is concerned only with inhibiting talent. Telling us that this isn't right, this should be like this. But something hasn't worked right. And proof of this is that in the crisis, the tip of the iceberg is the social crisis, spiritual crisis, existential crisis that has nothing to do with religion or whatever, but with a human being as such. So our main proposal with theatre is to break away from the established paradigms, social, education, labor, structural, I've come from giving classes to teachers with respect to the paradigm of education. And there was a constant feature. These students are like this, the system's like this, there are a lot of hours, not very much empowerment. Well, we are victims. No, we all have to play leading roles in this crisis, as we also play a leading role in solving the crisis. And that is the only way of breaking with the paradigm that we've been living with over this period of time. Don't do this, because you'll fall over. Well, let them fall over. This is the right path, this is the wrong path. Well, I was at a meeting of parents. I'm a father, luckily, and the talk was about drugs, etc. And the teacher said that parents say that they've taken drugs. And we're all aged 40, 45, and no mother or father raised our hands. And I said, well, I can't really believe this, that none of those people, all of us parents were there, had never tried to break away the paradigm. So, well, yes, I once, when I was young, of course, we've all done some things like that. But denying it is not right. Just saying, don't do this, is a contradiction. Maybe it's a very small example, but it shows us a little bit about what we believe in, which is breaking with the paradigms. We work with young people, conflicted people, and there's only one condition, and that is for there not to be any censorship. No type of censorship. If the children want to talk about, the kids want to talk about A, B, C, or D, well, let them. If they want to start by saying this, that, and the other, let them. And nobody should doubt this. Nobody should go against them, against the environment, their beliefs, their countries, or the continents, because only in this way, this is how they've taught us, and this is how things aren't working. Therefore, talking about young people, this morning I was saying that, well, I've got students. We are working with theatre, with plays. We do plays with children aged 7 to 75. Well, we work with young people, we work with adults, older adults, where all of them have a lot to express, all of them have a lot to say, a lot to give, and maybe, perhaps, hopefully, a lot to receive. Thank you.